What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Aquarius Sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of January 20th and February 18th, then you are an Aquarius Sun sign, and this reading is for you. Today we're going to be looking at love. You know, it's the time of year to be thinking about love, so I thought I'd do a tarot reading on it for you Aquarians. But this is not going to be your traditional love reading. Oh, does he love me? Do I love him back? No. Today we're going to be looking at your energies surrounding love, how you feel about love, how you give love, and how you receive love. And we're going to be using two different decks today. We're going to be using the Anna K Tarot, and we're going to be using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart to tell us not only how do you love and how do you give and receive love, but also how you can improve in those areas to be a better lover person. And I just want to stress that this is not just about your romantic relationships. This is also the love that you give to friends and families and pets and strangers. Okay, so I've already shuffled the deck, so let's get right on into it. First, we're going to go to the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. We're going to cut the deck, deal out 3 cards. Alright, cut this deck. Alright, let's jump right on in. The first card we're going to look at is the middle one, and this is your energy surrounding love in general. So let's take a look at what this says. And we've got the 10 of Pentacles. So this is a very good card, and it leads me to believe, Aquarius friends, that you're a very loving person, and you're open to receiving love, you're open to giving love. This is probably one of the better cards that could come out in this position, and I think it really symbolizes the importance that you place on love, on your loving relationships. And look at this picture. This is just about family. This is about being bountiful and being plentiful, and I do get the feeling that there's a lot of abundance in your loving relationships, and as a result that you feel very positively towards them. So there's not much to say about this card other than keep doing what you're doing. I think you see love as a beneficial thing, but let's see what this the Psychic Tarot of the Heart has to say. I'm interested to see, because there's always room for improvement. So this is how you can improve in that matter, in love, and how you see love. And we've got the solar plexus chakra. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Okay. So the feeling I'm getting from this card is that in order to improve your energy surrounding love, you have to think more about doing, more about action, more about creating. And while it's good to be emotionally fulfilled and intellectually stimulated through your loving relationships, I think what this card is saying is that there has to be some action. You have to put in action towards your relationships. You have to create. So the feeling I'm getting generally from this is that maybe there's things you can do in your relationships that will improve them even further. What can you do to show the person that you love them? What can you do to make your relationship go to the next level? Right? This is a general reading, so I can't say specifically what you need to do, and it's going to be different for every single relationship. But think about, each of your loving relationships, your friends, your family, your coworker, your romantic partner, whatever, and think about the actions you can take within that relationship to improve it. Yeah, that's something to think about, okay? So let's go over to this card here. This card represents how you give love, your energy surrounding the giving of love. And we've got the Strength card. Very positive cards for you, Aquarius. The feeling I'm getting from this is that you're one to kind of show your love. You're one to give your love regardless of the situation. No matter how hard it might seem, you're going to persevere. You're going to give love to the people that you love. And I think this is a beautiful card. It shows that you're not going to be stopped as far as giving love. There's nothing that's going to get in your way. If you love somebody, you're going to show them love. You're going to give them love, even if they maybe don't want it, right? So, I mean, there are some negatives. You can be a little bit too forceful sometimes, I feel like. And so, there's positives and negatives to everything. So while, yes, nothing will deter you, sometimes, you're not getting the messages. Like, I don't want your love. And it's a sad situation if someone doesn't want love, but what can you do, really? You can't force it upon them. But so that's another positive card for you, Aquarius. I'm getting good feelings from you at this time. So let's see how you can improve in the giving of love. Ooh, that's a nice card. Shine. Don't be afraid to show your very truest, most inner feelings. And a lot of times in relationships we'll put on a veneer and we'll kind of fake some things about us. I don't really want to give examples, but I think this card is suggesting that in order to give love more fully, you have to be as authentic as you possibly can. And instead of, showing love based on your ego and what you think about a person, I think that I love you a lot. This is more along the lines of, I feel that I love you a lot, and really express it from the heart rather than from the mind. And show your true inner side to people and give from the heart. I think is going to be just more authentic than giving from the mind. Does that make sense? I know that's kind of abstract and weird, but give from the heart chakra rather than the brain, right? Rather than the throat chakra or the third eye chakra. Give from the heart and express what's truly in your heart to other people, and you're going to be perceived as an authentic being because you are being authentic. And I think people will definitely respond to that, and it's going to help send out love in a more, I already said authentic 7 times, but in a more natural way. All right, let's go on over here to this side of the reading, and this is how you receive love, the energy surrounding you in the receiving of love. Uh-oh, our first chink in the armor here, Aquarius. We got the 5 of Cups. All right, well, we got rain clouds, so the feeling I'm getting from this here is one of emotion definitely playing a large part in the receiving of love. I do feel as though when you are sent love, a lot of you will not look at the beauty in it and instead will try to find some downside to it. Why does that person love me? What is their motivation? Rather than saying, oh, I'm being showered with love, I love it, bring it on. I think a lot of you will kind of analyze it, and not from a ego perspective, though, from a more of an emotional perspective, from a more of a feeling perspective. Why is this person showering me with love? Do I really deserve this? Do I feel like I need this? So I do feel as though that there's some blockages to receiving love here, and it has to do with kind of focusing on the wrong thing. Rather than focusing on the beauty of someone spreading love to you, you seem to be maybe focusing on some of the negative aspects to it, some of the darker aspects of it that is not really intended. Usually when someone sends you love, it's pure and it's honest, and but when it gets to you, I do feel as though a lot of you kind of have blockages to it just because of a focus in a weird direction, in kind of the downsides of it. So let's see what this Psychic Tarot of the Heart has to say in ways to improve the energy of receiving love. And we've got the crown chakra. Chakra's coming through today. So the crown chakra kind of governs your connection to the spirit realms. And, the spirit realms are the higher dimensions. They're just filled with pure love. And I think what this card is trying to say is you need to be open to love from the crown, from the spiritual side of things. If you're going to be using the other chakras to receive love, then you're going to get love on a kind of a more earthly base. But love is a pure energy, and in order for that pure energy to enter you truly, you have to be, you have to have an open crown. You have to be totally accepting of receiving. The crown chakra is where we receive spiritual information from. And love is basically spiritual information. And yes, it's great to have an open heart chakra that will allow you to receive love in a great way, but also the crown chakra as well. It needs to be open, it needs to be receptive, and it needs to be allowing of love. And if you do that, you're going to find yourself criticizing this love less. You're going to find yourself looking at the negative aspects of love less, and you're going to stop altogether, in fact, and you're going to start to just realize that love is a pure emotion, a pure energy, and that you're just going to let it in when it comes to you. So it's about being open and receptive to receiving love in its purest form. It's just straight up energy, not analyzing why the person is sending love to you, not trying to block the love in any way. It's just being open and receptive to it. Okay, Aquarius friends, that's a pretty good reading. Just to recap, I do want to say that this is a general reading, okay? So if it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply to you. But the way you feel about love, I think, is very positive. I think you're very open to spreading love to your loved ones. But there's more that you can do as far as love. Act on your loving emotions. If you feel love in your heart, act on it. Do something that's going to bring love into this world, right? It's gonna if you act on your love, you're kind of turning an energy into motion. And that's a beautiful thing, because now you're creating on earth using this loving energy. As far as giving love, you're very, very powerful, and you're very strong, and nothing's going to get in your way. But the only thing I can say is that you can be a little bit more authentic and allow love to be a natural thing rather than forcing it. Is kind of the feeling I'm getting from that. And then as far as giving love, there's some blockages there, but the way for you to kind of unblock yourself from receiving love is to open up that crown chakra, be more accepting, realize that love is a pure energy, and usually there's not an ulterior motive to it, and just accept love when it's given to you through the opening of the crown. So that is my love reading for Aquarius. I hope you guys got something out of that. Remember, this is a general reading and not everything applies to everybody. But if you want a specific reading where I tap into your energy, then head on over to my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box below, and we can do a reading that's based on just you and get to the bottom of any issue that you might have. If you like this video, please consider hitting that like button. Let me know that you enjoyed it, got something out of it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, anything you want to say about this reading, put those in the comment section below. I love to hear what you guys have to say, as always. And if you really enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the videos I release. You don't want to miss out on any of them. And maybe even hit that notification bell to stay up to date so you get a notification when a new video comes out. Alright, Aquarius friends, you guys are doing great. There's some little things you can improve, but I do feel some good vibes coming for you at this time concerning love. So leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.